Hi, I know I look weird. Don't be scared. This is a skincare.
You will be just fine in the summertime. It is such a crime, 'cause we're in our prime.
It is Tuesday, probably like around 9 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed hella late last night because I was editing and kind of just being in creative mode, hence the video of today that was posted today. I kind of wanted to update my welcome video because I feel the energy shift within me, and I know the energy is not necessarily talking about business and podcasts and all that stuff, and I'm trying to make sure that my social media stuff was making sense and I was updating a lot of things. So I was updating me on social media, the presence, the masculine tools, if you will, and I went to bed late. So then I woke up this morning feeling pretty great, feeling pretty good. And one of the things I noticed that I have not been doing ever since I got sick was yoga. And yoga was something I did every day, religiously, morning and nighttime routine. And I haven't been doing it. And I noticed that my body is not acting weird, but just like sluggish. And it's because I haven't been doing my yoga. So yesterday I actually did yoga before I did UGC content. I did like a 10-minute, and we're gonna do another 10-minute just for me to kind of get back. I'm slowly but surely getting back into my routine. I don't want to force myself because usually I'll do like 30-minute to 40-minute yoga routines, y'all. And ever since I got sick, it's just like my body has been like readjustment. And that's cool. So I'm gonna take you in with you guys with doing a short routine. I'm just gonna feel my body and what my body needs, and I would recommend that too if you're doing yoga. You can do all of the routines all you want, but I personally have noticed that when I am following my body where it needs to kind of like stretch, that's where I get the most benefit, because I'm following my own energy. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and do that. I do also want to say that yoga has been one of the forms of meditation for me. And so when I've been able to really just focus on like giving my body the attention that it needs, it really has helped me out a lot. This could very be well because I am a Virgo rising. So being in that health mindset and connecting to my body has really helped. But yeah. Just a side note, I am fucking stiff. Like, my hips are stiff, my legs are stiff, my neck is stiff. I'm stiff. Those are the things you can notice when you do yoga or you do an exercise routine and then you stop for some other reason and then you try to get back at it. You're like, oh my Lanta, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at right now. And that's okay. I keep saying it. Next video, we're gonna make some homemade toothpaste and some mouthwash, because I haven't used this thing before I thought I was gonna move. All I used was my natural toothpaste recipe, and I had this as a backup, like if something were to happen, it's good to have like a good backup of toothpaste. Clearly it's like getting out of like hand. And then my mouthwash is actually like, it just seems kind of dull. It seems like it's not working. So we need to redo that. You guys saw my last video. I was talking about scripting for a brand. And yesterday I actually filmed it, and I sent the review, the video for them to approve before I sent off the original without the watermark on it. And I'm not gonna lie, this skincare, not that bad. It's Korean skincare, so you already know it's good. And it's made by a dermatologist. I'm over here boosting on and it's made by a dermatologist. I'm pretty sure by right here I'll show you guys the video, but actually, you know what? Cut to the video. Okay, but can you imagine having smooth, glowing, natural skin? I have been a licensed esthetician for the past 6 years, and I haven't come across a Korean cleanser and a face cream that was developed by a dermatologist until now.
UGC is a premium Korean skincare developed by a dermatologist using botanicals that have been carefully sourced. Using this for the first time, their foaming cleanser absolutely gently exfoliated my skin, leaving it bright and soft. Not to mention, their face cream is light in texture and smells heavenly as strawberries, as it kept my skin hydrated throughout the whole day. Make sure you check out UGC today, as they just launched their face cream and their foaming cleanser, and there is so much more on the way. Alright, so now that skin is done, yoga's done, I wanted to go live on TikTok to talk about mindset today. So we're going to do that first, and then we're going to be diving into podcasts, client stuff. You're going to be hanging out with me today. It's a work with Candy day. Day in the life. I really didn't know that was going to be today, but all right, let's go. Okay, so I was getting ready to like pull up my client's like photos so I can look at her cover art. And holy shit, man, like I'm looking at Chrissy's thing for her podcast and I am in love. The fact that she got herself in this tub, the fact that she got all these things in here and her makeup's on point and it's so cute with the podcast. I am so in love with all these. I'm like, how do I even choose? I literally feel like I'm going to, oh my God, that one's really calling me. Just the way that she looks fierce. Her makeup's there. Her podcast thing is there. Oh my God, Chrissy, I'm in love with this. All right, so with Chrissy's podcast specifically, she has hired me to design her cover art and then edit about 10 of her podcast episodes. So when I looked at the Google Drive, she actually has not submitted any of her podcast episodes so far. So what I'm going to do now is I'm in Canva and I am going back into our notes, our conversations, and the aesthetic that I had created for her. And I am creating out her podcast cover art for her. These are going to be just mock-ups. They're not going to be the exact thing because I need to get her opinion about the font, at the colors, and how I'm setting out, because the way that I envision her is her basically inside of a tub with her podcast stuff, like her and the makeup. And I really want it to be in that funky 70s vibe because that is her theme or her aesthetic. It's 70s, it's bold, it's colorful. And it's literally, if you know Chrissy, then you know this vibe for her. So I pretty much was just diving in and getting things together in Canva. And then you're going to see here in a little bit the mock-ups that I have been able to create for her. And we're going to send it over to her for a review. All right. So I have been at this for about a couple hours. And I sent Chrissy 2 things to get feedback on a little bit better. I sent her first the color options, which was like the more orange or the more purple. She didn't really like the orange one from the picture that she selected off of the color palette that she gave me. And so she chose more of the purple one, which is absolutely fine. So really we're left off at this. And I really wanted her to kind of tell me what she was thinking about it. I love, I guess I'll just like zoom in. So I really love the color palette with the purples. This is kind of like one of her favorite colors. So Chrissy, she had this aesthetic of her really being in the bathtub, really showcasing her beauty side, yet soft side. Not really conforming to a lot of things. So I love the fact that she utilized a lot of her books. There's literally tarot cards in here and her plushies. Like, love that for her. She really was being herself, and that's exactly what I was coaching her to do. And so I took her color palette with the color background being one color and then utilizing different versions of what to do. These are just mock-ups because I really want to see where her thoughts are in regards to what she does actually like, so that I can start to really narrow that down and give her more defined, like, this is what your cover art's gonna be. So I sent this to Chrissy. I'm gonna wait and see what her response is, and we're gonna go from there. So I'm gonna take a break, and then I'm going to start locating all of the stuff for Universal Sync so that I can start to get the podcast ready and start doing the cover art for the other podcast. I finally have been able to locate all of the files for the episode that I'm going to be editing. This is for Vitamin Astro. Now that I finally have all the files together, I'm going to start compiling the episode, and hopefully it doesn't take too long because I was not expecting to take this long to even just find the files. So I'm not trying to be up late tonight. I stayed up to midnight last night and I still have to edit today's episode. So with that all being said, I'm now gonna go ahead and start getting the episode done.
I didn't complete editing everything and uploading it until like 7:45, so it was a long evening, but it was also pretty good. And this is a day in the life of Candace being a brand coach today, I guess, or a creator. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Tomorrow we're going to be diving into some home remedies, so look out for that. And make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Mwah!